Welcome in, Mountaineer Nation. I'm Sam the Man, and it's a great day to be a Mountaineer no matter where you are in the country. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. That helps push the content out into the algorithms of YouTube and helps us get views and helps us grow. Well, following this Kansas victory, I guess we're gonna get to go bowling, which is good because the kids always deserve a reward at the end of the season. However, looking at the list of games that we might land, some of them are rewards and some of them could be punishments. I'm going to talk a little bit about that right here on the Mountianeer Effect. As I was gone last week and didn't have any chance to really talk about the Kansas game or anything, it was another one of those games that could have really went either way. I'm glad we pulled it out. Looked good running the ball doing it. So all in all, I'm happy. I'm not going to complain. But now that we're bowling, we're talking bowl eligibility at 6-6. There's a few games that are out there in the chatter that a couple I'm excited for and a couple of them that I'm just not enthusiastic about it at all. We'll talk about the first one. One of the ones that's being kicked around is a December 28th guaranteed rate bowl in Phoenix, Arizona. Some of the commentators think that we'd be taking on Purdue in that game. I'm telling you right now, that would not be ideal for West Virginia. Purdue's a really good ball team. I think we would have a really hard time with Purdue. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe that one's not so much. They're also projecting that Minnesota could be in that bowl game. I think that one, in my eyes, would be a more favorable matchup than Purdue. I don't want to play Purdue. I've watched Purdue play a lot this year. They're a really good ball team. They would really give us some fits, I think. Some of the other bowls that they're talking about, the Liberty Bowl against South Carolina. I think that's a good matchup. I think we could win that bowl game. I think West Virginia, that bowl game, of course, would be in Memphis, Tennessee, which would put us closer to home, so we would travel well to that game. But I think that game would be a little bit better of a matchup. That game would also be December 28th. Another one that's being kicked around would be on January 4th, the Texas Bowl, taking on possibly Mississippi State. Not too keen on that one either. You never know what you're getting with Mississippi State. They've had some good wins this year. I just don't think West Virginia really matches up all that well. You've also got some chatter about playing 6-6 Missouri in the Liberty Bowl. That game really doesn't interest me a whole lot, even though I think we would beat Missouri. One of those games that you just kind of snarl your nose at, and I just don't think it would be befitting of us. I don't think it would something that Mountaineer Nation would really get too excited about. The one that really, really excites me would be a potential matchup in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl against 6-6 Maryland. Now, it's odd when you go back and play teams that you play during the season in a bowl game, but I also think that could be a really cathartic game for West Virginia. I think they could beat Maryland. I thought they were better than Maryland at the beginning of the year, and I think they're better than Maryland now. And if we could play them one more time and go in and give them the beating I think we could give them, that would really be a moment where you can take a step back and look at the whole season in a little bit different of a context. We shouldn't have lost that game. That being the first game of the season. West Virginia is notorious for getting off to a start. But those are some of the bowl games that's being kicked around that I've seen and heard about. I really, my preferences would be Maryland, at least. The one that would scare me the most would be playing Purdue. I don't I think we would get rolled in that game. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm happy we're 6-6. I'm happy we did make it to the bowl game. The kids deserve it for the kind of up and down season that they've had. Hopefully they can get ready to go. We're going to have Jared Dagey back for another year. And this could be the beginning of something new for him as well, starting in this bowl game. So we'll just have to see how that goes, how that all plays out. Who would you like to see us playing? What would your preferences be? I think Maryland for me would be, like I said, for catharsis reasons, would be a very good therapeutic game. I would like to see West Virginia take on somebody like Miami or UNC or somebody along those lines out of the ACC, to just kind of see where we fall within the spectrum of the ACC, since so many people think that within the next couple of years we're going to actually be in the ACC. I kind of subscribe to that, just because. But I'm Sam the Man. This is the Mountineer Effect. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to start talking some basketball, guys. We've got some good shows coming on this week. We're going to be talking about the Oklahoma debacle and Virginia Tech's hiring. And then we're going to branch off into WVU basketball, into some NFL. So make sure you tune in for that. I'm Sam the Man. This is the Mountineer Effect. Let's go, Mountaineers.